Hello guys, my name is Bill Clinton and this is Statu News. Of course, we are #1 online platform that focuses on inclusive interviews that intend to impact the society positively. My name is Bill Clinton, and if you are watching this news for the first time, please could you subscribe and click the notification bell so each and every time we make new uploads, you are among the first people to be updated. And please remember to give a thumb up for this video. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bill Clinton and I am an international student here in South Africa at Tshwane University of Technology, TUT. Many people outside there's some people that I know, they want to go and study outside their country. So there are a lot of information that they have to have at their fingertips. You can't just wake up to go outside, but you must have some information. So the main reason why I'm making this video is to help those who want to go outside to get the information that they need to have before they go outside. And that is why I will call it a journey of being an international student. So I hope if you watch this video from the beginning till the end, you will have the inclusive information that you need. Let's get started, my friends. So the first thing that you have to do when you are applying outside is to go to the website of that school. Of course, if you have chosen the school, you have to go to their website and then make an application. So once you have applied, there's some certain amount application fee that you need to pay, but then this depends on the institution. So once you have applied and you get accepted, but remember you must know the requirements of that course that you are applying for. So let's say you have met the thresholds or the requirements that are needed, and then you get accepted. You will be issued back with the acceptance letter. And once you have the acceptance letter with you, you will go to the embassy where you will go and make the application of your study permit. Now, when you go to the embassy, there are some documents that you need to go with them. First, that acceptance letter. 2, you need to have the passport, which is very valid. And most of the institutions, they require you to have at least 6 months before your passport expires. So for instance, if you want to go to study outside the country, let's say next year, 2023, your passport must be, if it is expiring next year, December, for example, you must do your application before June next year, all right? Now, another thing that you need to have is the financial proof. This might be a bank statement of latest 3 months. The reason why they need this financial proof is because they want to know if you're financially able to do pay school fee, have food, pay rent, you are financially able to live and be sustainable in the country where you are going to study in. And mostly if you are on scholarship or let's say bursary is fine, but then they will need to show that financial proof. Another document that you need is police clearance certificate. No country will allow a criminal or somebody having a pending case in the court of law to go to their country and live there in the name of studying. So before you go, you must have a police clearance certificate that proves you that you are an innocent person. And there are some countries whereby if you want to go there and you have been living in another country until let's say a month prior your application, you will need the police clearance certificate of that country and your country. Then you must also have a medical report. Of course, you have to go to a doctor, they examine you, take your radiology report, and also write for you a medical checkup, because remember, you are moving from one climatic condition to another, and these infectious diseases, things like that. So the doctor must have a clear report that you are going to present. There are some countries which also need yellow fever certificate that you must also have. And most of the yellow fever certificates, they take 10 years to expire. So make sure that you carry it. Another thing that you have to carry is the flight booked ticket. You must have that ticket already, which has been booked, showing the date of travel. But then in the form that you'll be filling, there's that place whereby you will say that an arrangement has been made for the returning flight. Another thing that you will also need is the medical scheme. This is the insurance medical company that is going to cover you in the country where you are going to study. So, like for example, here in South Africa, most foreigners we do use Momentum Health Scheme, which covers you. But in other countries, let's say like in Europe, US, before you go there, they will tell you about the medical scheme, or you can apply once you have arrived in the country. So make sure that when you are going to make an application for your study permit, you must have the acceptance letter, valid passport, or financial proof. You must also have police clearance certificate, medical report, and flight of ticket. Now, let's say you have all these documents, or presented them to the embassy, then they say, okay, it's fine. But then remember also there's this study permit application fee. It can cost something like $100 or 120 or 80. This one will depend on the country that you are going to study in. Another thing is that before you go to that country, make sure that you check the course is being provided in which language, because there are some countries whereby they are not speaking English, for instance, in this case. So you have to know that the course that you're going to study, is it provided in the language that you understand or in another language? Now, let's say you have submitted all your documents at the embassy, and now you have been issued with a collection ticket for your permit. So it can take 6 to 8 weeks for your permit to come back, but this one also will depend on the situations at the embassy and all those stuff. So let's assume things goes well, my bro, and things are fine. You've been told your study permit is ready, you are going to collect it, and then boom, you're flying to go and study outside. The second part that I want to talk about, and this is very important, I'll call it the challenges that students face when they go outside their country to study. So what are these challenges that students do face when they go out to study?